Is anybody watching? Can you tell me if it's working? It's so annoying. Oh, okay. Finally. Jesus. I don't know why this keeps happening. Okay. Well, there we go. Is the angle okay? A bit more this way. Anyway, okay, here we go. And I'm back. Not another one where I disconnect. Anyways, well, I didn't do anything else in the meantime except try to fix the stream. So, yeah, I'm back to, I'm drying my herbs a little bit, so they don't make my salad too watery. And get some tomatoes for a little rinse. Cooking for me is normally quite therapeutic, but not when I'm streaming. And then I have a technical breakdown. Oh, okay, here we go. Right, I'm just gonna cut my tomatoes in half. So I thought the Wi-Fi here was pretty good, but it disconnects a little bit. That happened to me yesterday when I was watching Apple TV, and because it's the only platform we're actually subscribed to right now. We subscribed to it for, I think, because we wanted to watch Severance. And yeah, so we just had it for a few months. And oh, also Silo's pretty good. Pachinko I really like. I didn't expect to like it that much, but it was actually really good. I cried so many times watching it. And yeah, yesterday I was trying to watch Servant. I don't know if it's any good, but hello, hey, let me guess. You're Korean. Kishan. No, I'm actually not, but I get that a lot. When I was in university, I even had a friend who was like, you look specifically Korean American. And no, I'm not Korean. Actually, my parents are from Hong Kong, but I was born and raised in Toronto, Canada. Where are you watching from, Kishan? Yamate kudasai. I know what that means though. Actually, yeah, yamate is what? I don't know. Kudasai is like please, right? I'm from India. Oh, nice to meet you, Kishan. We had some Indian viewers. I was surprised. Is it? I guess it's the time zone that works. We had a lot of Indian and American viewers. Yeah, I think it's just due to the timing. Yeah, we have some French viewers, but because I'm speaking English, so I guess it doesn't appeal them. It's nighttime right now. Oh, what time is it for you at night? I think you guys are maybe 8 hours ahead? 11 p.m. Oh, I see. Oh, so it's quite late for you already. Yeah, I think we catch a lot of nighttime viewers from India. Apparently it would be late night, like super late night on the west coast of the US. I think Americans is just very common race now. Yeah, but I sleep late. Yeah, honestly, me too. Now I sleep at 12, which is also already kind of early for me. I'm trying to adjust my sleeping schedule a bit. So Keyshawn, why are you joining the stream? Have you seen any of my streams before? I'm just asking because I just started streaming and I'm genuinely curious to know what people are watching for. Alright, so what else do I want to put in there? Oh, my salad. So I'm gonna put in some salad. I don't have any cheese I could break up to put in there. I'm gonna do a little yogurt sauce. Maybe with some leftover lime. This is normally how I go about cooking. I just take all of the ingredients I have left that I can use in the recipe and then I'll just put it in there. I was scrolling through streams and I just found yours. Oh, thanks for joining. Yeah, like I said, I just started streaming, so my community is quite small. So yeah, it's nice to have somebody join me today and talk to me. Yeah, and if you want to continue watching, I do this every Thursday. I do a live stream of easy recipes, a bit of chatting, rating my recipes after every Thursday, and sometimes we do grocery haul on Saturday or Sunday. So yeah, if you like to watch this kind of content, don't hesitate to follow me and you'll get a notification, I guess, for every Thursday when I go live. All right. Well, I'm going back to boarding school next Thursday. Oh, you're in boarding school. Is it very common in India for kids to go to boarding school? Because we had a couple of really close Indian friends and they also all went to boarding school. I was quite surprised. In Canada, that's not really a thing. US, I'm not really sure. Maybe more so, I'm not sure. Well, anyways, thank you for joining, Keyshawn. I have some cheese. Okay. So I have my salad in a bowl, and I'm just going to leave this. I'm going to microwave my salmon, I think. So what I'm going to do is just cover my salmon with another plate on top so that when it's in the microwave, it's going to steam it a bit. This is my first time trying it in the microwave, so let's pray it works well. And I think it'll take around 5 minutes. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Let's put 5 minutes first. I want to make sure it's cooked all the way through. So, I mean, yeah, it's kind of common, but I chose boarding school to focus on my 10th grade because a 10th marks card is the most important thing to get you in a, oh, really? 10th? Interesting. So I'm guessing you guys, I don't know, is it like up to grade 12 and then after that it's university or college? I wish you the best of luck. I remember being so stressed in school. I'm so glad I don't have to go back to school. Sorry, Keyshawn. But I will say that now that I'm older, I appreciate learning a lot more. I've been trying to learn French because I'm living in France right now. My husband and his family are French. So I'm learning it on my own, and it's really hard. Firstly, the language, and then also to have the discipline of studying and keeping up with your studies on your own. But I appreciate learning a lot more. Yeah, thanks. You're welcome. Okay, so, I'm gonna use this small bowl for my I was just waiting for my birthday, which is tomorrow. So I just found you stream it. Oh, happy early birthday! So you have 1 hour left to go, and then you're gonna be turning 17, right? 17 or 16? Oh my god. This is scaring me a little bit. I'm just gonna leave it for now. 15. Oh wow, okay. So I guess it works differently. You guys are maybe going to school earlier than us. I think in Canada you would be already turning 16. Gonna put in a bit of skyr as the base. Wow, okay. 2 more minutes. And then, what am I gonna season this with? Maybe I'll do a little bit of... No, maybe I'll do sriracha. Start going to school at the age of 3, guys. What are you making? Oh, that is really early. Because for us, we're still in kindergarten at 3. And I think grade 1, you're like 5, going on to 6. What am I making? I'm making a healthy salmon bowl. So normally I put rice in here, but I'm trying to eat cleaner, healthier. I'm not cutting carbs completely, but I'm trying to cut down a little bit. And for me, just having protein and veggies is already quite filling, which is why I don't normally even eat rice or bread. I'm just making a little sauce for my salmon bowl right now. You guys like to cook? I guess at 15 and you're at boarding school, you don't have to worry about cooking yet, so that's good. But it's always good to learn and pick it up early so that you already know how to cook when you graduate and you're in university. You don't have to eat instant noodles all the time. Yeah, but I do enjoy cooking with my mom. Oh, that's very nice. I wish I cooked more with my parents when I lived at home. I lived at home until I was 19. And because my dad, he was a chef before he retired, he usually did all the cooking. And then if he wasn't home, then it would be my mom. But she would make really simple recipes. And now that I don't live with them anymore, I really miss the opportunity to learn Asian recipes from them. Alright, let me just taste this. What do you usually cook with your mom? Okay, not bad. I'm just going to dilute it a little bit with water. Are you in Canada right now? No, I'm actually in France. I'm in a city called Antibes, and it's in the south of France. And we used to live in a city called Montpellier on the southwest coast, but we moved here 4 months ago, back in January. And we're kind of in still a temporary situation until we can find a permanent place to stay. So yeah. Oh, France, nice. Oh, some Indian dishes like dosa biryani. Oh, idli. I don't know that one, idli. Dosa, I know. I really miss dosa. Don't even get me started on that. Biryani. Oh, my Indian friend used to make such a good homemade biryani. I miss it too. When we lived in Hong Kong, we had access to really good Indian food because our close friends were Indian. And, oh, it's horrible. And, yeah, we were very spoiled with that. And now that we're in France, I think there is a small Indian community in Antibes, but I don't know how authentic the Indian restaurants are. So actually one of my streams, which I've put on YouTube now, I made, what was it called? I think it's chana dal. From scratch, which I've never done. I've never cooked Indian from scratch before, but I only did it because people voted on me cooking an Indian recipe, and also I really miss Indian food. Really, really miss Indian food. Okay. Yeah, and at some point I lived in Singapore, and in Singapore, I don't know how authentic it is either, but there was really, really good Indian food, and I was working on the Indian market, so all the colleagues on my team, they were Indian, so I always followed them to the good Indian restaurants, and I miss it so much. Too bad I can't remember all the names of the dishes they would order for me, but I just have really good memories of eating them. Hey, you have a new follower now. Oh, thank you. Thank you for following. And I take it that you cannot watch from boarding school then, but I hope we can catch up next time when you're able to join us. How did it turn out? Let's see. The big reveal. Okay, it's not bad. It's thoroughly cooked. So wait, I won't use this. Let me get a fork to kind of flake it. I should have cut this into cubes. Okay, it's cooked thoroughly. All right, so I'm not gonna get any parasites. That's good to hear. But while it was cooking, it did kind of scare me. It was making all kinds of popping noises. So yeah, that's pretty good. All right, I'm just going to let this cool down. Well, the end is a little bit overcooked because it's a thinner part. But yeah, I'm just going to let this cool, and so that when I put it into my bowl, it's not going to cook all my veggies with the heat. What job do you do? So I'm actually not working at the moment because I had to quit my job at a marketing agency back in Montpellier because my husband had to move to Antibes for his job. So at the moment, I'm not doing anything. But yeah, what I will do later is still a question. But for a while, for a couple of years, I was working at a marketing agency in Hong Kong and in France. Yeah, so my job wasn't very creative. I wasn't like the one doing the writing or the design. I was client facing, so what I mostly did was go out to events, to shows, to meet people, network, make new business. And in my job, I also have to handle projects. So a lot of them would be related to advertising or copywriting, design jobs, projects like that. But yeah, at the moment, I'm just at home, taking a little break, which is actually quite nice. I've been able to focus a lot more on cooking. So yeah, and also to explore the new city. So I have this here. I think now I'm just going to chop up the herbs. I'm going to chop up my herbs first, and then I will assemble my salmon bowl. Have you cooked any Indian dishes? Yes, I have. So usually I cook Indian dishes from pastes. And I know it's not the best or most authentic, but I've always been scared to cook Indian dishes from scratch because I know how difficult it is. It takes a lot of ingredients and it takes a lot of time. So I've always been scared to screw up my Indian dishes, and which is why I resort to pastes, which for me was a good option, especially since we don't eat out very often. But recently I cooked chana dal on one of my streams, and I mean, yeah, a lot of yes. Yeah, but I bought a lot of the spices because I made the chana dal, and they're really delicious, and I use it in other recipes as well. Okay, so I think this is ready to chop. It's just a mix of the herbs. Yeah, but since I have some of the spices now, I would like to cook more Indian dishes. I don't know any Indian recipe developers. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. Last time the recipe I made was from a guy called Tan France. He's a celebrity from the show. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called Queer Eye. And he has Indian heritage, but I think he was maybe born and brought up in the UK. But I checked the comments and a lot of people said that, oh yes, this is an authentic recipe. This is just like how my mom used to make it. So that's why I went ahead with the recipe. I wanted to make sure that it was a good and authentic recipe before I made it. Oh nice, I like chana dal too. Autocorrect messed it up. Yeah, I loved the chana dal. And I don't know what's the difference between chana dal and like sometimes they just, on the menus they just have it as dal, and that's with lentils, I think. And I really like that too. I like the texture of it. And obviously the spices and stuff. Okay, I think this is pretty good. So I'm gonna put a little bit into my dressing, and then the rest I'll just kind of mix it into the salad. Yeah, I would love to make dosa because I really like to eat dosa. And I've been trying to find it here. I think I found one restaurant that serves it, but again, I don't know how good it is and stuff, so yeah, it also seems quite complicated to make at home because dosa is like a fermented batter, and I don't want to mess that up either. Oh, in foreign countries, I think they just have one dal, but here there's a lot of dals. Oh, okay, good to know. I was really confused by that, and I was trying to do a little bit of research as well on that before I made the chana dal. And I didn't understand that chana dal was like a split chickpeas. I thought it was with lentils as well. This is smelling really good. Ooh, another thing I like is that I discovered through our friends is raita. I didn't know that raita even exists. But it's really nice and it really freshens up the dish, especially in contrast to the deep spice flavors. It's delicious. And there's a tiny Indian grocery store here. And the owners are Indian. So last time I had to ask her, it was so funny because we didn't speak Indian, we didn't speak English. We spoke in, sorry, it's not Indian, right? It's Hindi. Anyways, yeah, we were speaking in French to each other. And it's funny because French is neither of our mother tongue. We're both speaking in broken second language with each other. So I just found that quite funny. But she was really nice, and I asked her a little bit like if the ingredients I was buying was correct, if it was authentic, how I can eat it, if I can eat it with prata or naan or rice, if I can eat it with raita. So that was really nice. I would love to go back to that grocery store. Let me see. Oh, I don't like raita. I don't know why. I guess it's could be an acquired taste because I had yogurt in rice before, and back then when I was younger, it was also like it was a bit strange to me, but now I really like it. It's really freshening up the dish. Okay, I think I'm done with that. I tried to learn German language, but since I joined boarding school, I kind of just left it. Oh, German is difficult too. I also tried to learn German. But yeah, it's kind of hard, and it's not the most beautiful language. Might flip the salmon first. So I wasn't too motivated on learning it. But I think it's quite a useful language to know in terms of after for work and stuff. I'm just going to flake my salmon directly into this because we don't have a dishwasher right now, and I'm trying to minimize the number of dishes I have to do. I think this microwave method is not my favorite. Or I could try to cook it less next time. So definitely overcooked my fish. At least it worked, but I'm not really loving that it's overcooked. Yeah, see, the ends are so hard to get off on its own. If this fish was cooked perfectly, it would flake off so nicely. Okay. A few of my friends started learning German, so I tried to... Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, it's not an easy language, because I think they also have the masculine and feminine. I forgot. It's been quite a few years since I learned German. Okay, finally. So I've got my salmon. And then I'm just going to put the rest of these ingredients. Let's go with the cucumber first. Tomatoes. Bell peppers, maybe a bit more tomatoes, and then I have my herbs, just a little sprinkle. Oh, got to go. My birthday is in 20 minutes and I have to go. I'll see you next time. Oh, thank you for joining me, Keishan, and thank you for spending your last day before you turn 15 with me. And happy early birthday. See you next time. Just going to put the rest of my herbs in here. Okay. to waste any ingredients, so I'm just going to add in all the herbs into this. If I wasn't gonna take a picture of this, I would probably just dump everything in. But I want to take a picture of this and also do my thumbnail, so. All right. So here is how it looks without my dressing. Maybe I'll just put a little dollop of it on the side so that you can see it. Of course, when I eat this, I want to mix it all in, but this is just for aesthetic. Oh, this is so difficult to do in a tight space. All right. That was it. All right. Yep, so here we have our flaked salmon and yellow bell peppers, cherry tomatoes halved, cucumbers diced. The bottom, the base is just some rocket or arugula. Yeah, and then for the herbs, I just put in mint, parsley, dill, and fresh thyme, which is why I also put into the yogurt dressing. And the yogurt dressing also has sriracha, garlic salt, and what else? I think that's all I put in. I think I'm gonna give this a little squeeze of lime so I can finish up my limes as well. Even though we already have a bit of acid flavor or a sour flavor from the yogurt, but yes, this is how I operate. I want to clear the fridge and at the same time not waste any ingredients, because living is very expensive now, so we can't afford to waste, and it's also bad for the environment. And the other thing I think about is also how much time and effort and resources it takes to grow something. And if I had grown or raised that item myself, I probably would care about it more and most likely wouldn't waste it, you know, because I put love and time and effort into it. So that's what I think about, and it makes me feel guilty all the time when I have to throw something away. But it's good because I'm saving resources. Normally I would like to put avocado in here too for some extra healthy fats, but if you weren't here earlier, my avocado is too unripe, so it's a little bit, it's like eating a fruit. It's like eating a plum. The texture is horrible. But, you know, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Okay, so yeah, I think it's done. I'm going to bring you guys over to the table to eat with me. And in the meantime, I'm going to watch something, so I won't really be conversing by myself. But, oh, hey, this is pretty good for, is this okay? Anyways, yeah, so that I won't be conversing with myself for like an hour. But I will keep you guys on here in case somebody pops in and wants to chat. Let me see, how does this look? Maybe like this. Let me know if that's okay. Okay. Great. Oh, that actually looks pretty good. I'm going to keep you guys here with me. And I'm going to bring my dressing. Oh, I already have pepper, so it's fine. Oh, I'm going to bring this too, because Where's my ingredients? This away. I like to clean up a little bit, just a little bit before I start eating. Twig for my mint here. I'm just gonna put these ingredients back. Okay, and what should I drink? Well, I'm not gonna have wine today. I'm gonna get my water. Normally I would probably have a glass of rosé with this, but again, we're trying to eat healthy, so water it is. Okay. Right. So if you're just joining, I finished making my salmon bowl. Oh man, you guys can't see the top of my head. Here, you can watch me watch TV. Is this better? Sorry, it's lagging. That's why it takes me quite a few seconds. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna watch TV because if nobody is talking to me, I'm just gonna be talking to myself for an hour. How long has it been? 38 minutes? Okay. If you are here and you want to talk to me because I'm just kind of watching TV and eating. Let me see. I'm gonna go on YouTube. I'm gonna watch some content while I'm being the content as well. Oh wait, can I do Apple TV? No. I started watching The Studio on Apple TV and it's really funny. I didn't expect to like it that much. Oh, who's this? Is this Mark Weens? I have to put my glasses on. I'm nearsighted. Oh, he's in Tokyo. Oh, I miss Japan so much. It's so hard to watch Japanese content now, even my own pictures and videos, because I miss Japan so much. But before our trip to Japan, I watched so much Japanese related content. Okay, great. just gonna put on my glasses to see things that are far away. Alright. Okay, so I'm just gonna put on a little bit more dressing, I think. I have to do this now because it's not as beautiful if I put it on all early. Camera always eats first. And I won't put all of it. It's just yogurt anyways. I don't plan to waste my dressing. Pretty good. Maybe a little pepper. Wow, that sriracha is kind of spicy. Ooh. I wish I put a little bit less. Alright, I hope I don't get heartburn after this. It's old people problems. Excursion de journée à Kamakura, Japon, la cuisine japonaise à essayer. Okay, the other option is spicy Thai jungle food with Uncle Roger 2 weeks ago. Japan was 2 months ago. I have a feeling I might have watched it. Pourquoi visiter Nice, Côte d'Azur? Top 20 Chinese foods. Jamie cooks Italy. Ooh. Is this new? Like recent in the last couple of years? Tuscany. Okay, I think I'm gonna watch this one. Sometimes it's hard to watch food content when I'm eating because then whatever I'm eating, I won't want it anymore because now I'm craving what I'm watching. Oh no, am I going to... Is this okay though? Because it's copyright property. Okay, anyways. It's fine. Alright, bon appetit! Tossing my salad. Whoa, this salad is actually huge. I'm definitely gonna be full after this. Thank God I didn't make any rice. Any rice or other grains. Now I feel like I'm doing some sort of a mukbang because I'm just eating and watching TV. Normally, after I finish my recipe, I'll ask my husband Guillaume to rate my recipe out of 10, and then I will also rate it out of 10. Usually when I rate it, it's like enjoyment to effort ratio. So if the recipe is really simple to make, of course I'll take that into account. So like this is really simple to make because I didn't even have to cook the salmon. I just threw it in the microwave. So yeah, let's see how this tastes. Alright, I have to get more than just a bit of arugula here. Okay, it's not bad. Yeah, that salmon is definitely overcooked. It's not horrible, but it would be nicer if it was softer. it's okay for like an easy, healthy meal, I guess. I don't put captions on this. Oh, they changed the interface of YouTube. Oh, okay, there's no captions. When I'm not cooking or eating, I'm watching cooking and eating. Hi, Sophia. Messy. I'm having like a salmon salad, basically. Hi, Greg. Hi, guys. Are you having dinner too? Are you just dropping by? I'm alone today, by the way. Thank you. I'm trying to eat cleaner. So it's like, there's no carb in here, which is really sad, but honestly it's a big salad, so. Yeah, I'm alone today because Guillaume, he's at, where is he? At the Auntie Yacht Club, and he's joining some sort of like networking event that they have every month, which I think is usually a Thursday, so maybe I should change my streams to Wednesday. Every time he's not here, there's some sort of technical issue. I will need to watch a replay. Safia, I know you cook too, and you're a good chef as well, I'm pretty sure. I've seen some of your food pictures. I just winged it, so you could probably put together something like this yourself. How's the new place? Do you feel good in it? Yeah, I don't know if Guillaume explained it last time, but we're basically in like a senior's home. And I think on the first floor they have flats that are short-term rentals, and we're in one of them. So they recently just renovated the whole place. Nobody's stayed in here before, we're the first ones. So it's nice because at least it's new and clean. It's a bit odd that we're staying in like basically a senior's residence, but it's actually not bad because it's quiet and all the seniors are so nice. They always say hi and bye when they come in and out. And there's a few shops that you can just go by foot. So right below there's Action, there's Lidl. They're gonna open a Grand Frais, like literally right next to us, so that's good for me. And they even have a really nice rooftop, and it's sea view. To be honest, I'd like to retire here. Oh, so quiet neighbors, yes. Very quiet. Bonjour, Jonathan. And Audrey? Are you there too? It's just me today because Guillaume is at a networking event. We're both here. Hi. How's the wedding planning going? Sorry, I keep asking. Must be stressful. Working as a Eurovision? Can you speak English, sir? I don't understand Vietnamese. Who's speaking Vietnamese? We're speaking English and French here only. Harry Dad too. What languages do you speak? Yeah, I'm kind of just, because Guillaume's not here, I can't really bounce off conversation with anyone, and I don't have enough people watching yet to engage with the audience, so I'm just eating and watching Jamie Oliver in Tuscany. Everything is good. We're close to getting everything sorted now. That's great, because you're still quite a couple months away from the wedding. We left everything quite last minute, so that's also why it was extra stressful. Currently marinating some duck to make canto roast duck. Oh my god, I saw the last time you make it. It looks so good. We watched a Chef's Table episode with... Oh my god! He has the Chef's Table episode. That's a show on Netflix, right? Because we don't have Netflix anymore. So sad. Jamie Oliver, oh, he used chili jam on fried rice. Oh my god. Blasphemy. I was eating the duck recipe, but I didn't blanch it as I couldn't be bothered. Sometimes I'm like that too. And then my dad will scold me. Yes, there's a new season. Oh, cool. I remember the first time I watched Chef's Table, I got so hooked onto it, and so many of the episodes, I was so touched that I was crying in the episode. Watching the episode, I was so touched by the stories and why people... I guess I appreciated a lot more gastronomic dishes because of this, because there's just so much thought that goes into the dish. It's not just like just a fancy plate or something. So I really like to, because of this, I like to get to know the chefs and a little more about the restaurants I eat at before I eat there. Okay, I know it's copyrighted, but I can barely hear anything. Thanks to the show, we discovered a lot of good restaurants. Yes, I agree. Have you guys tried, how many of the restaurants have you guys tried? Or is it like on your restaurant bucket list? Because a lot of them are quite nice restaurants. Have you visited Les Salmon? I'm not sure if I told you about it. No, I haven't. I don't know if it's one of the restaurants I was looking at the other day. Is it like a quite a fancy restaurant? But I think when you were visiting, you mentioned that you wanted to go there. Michelin Bib Gourmand place. Arthur told me there was magnifique. Oh, I'm gonna have to get Guillaume to bring me there. Yeah, we don't really go out to eat very often. I like to eat out once in a while to try new restaurants and stuff. But yeah, we definitely stay home, I guess like 98% of the time. We don't even really get takeout much. When we lived in Hong Kong though, that was a different story. Because it's just so easily accessible and then the delivery service is so reliable and fast. It's so cheap and it's actually better to eat something. Yeah, it's cheap. I think you can get away with like my cheapest lunches were 40 HKD, so like $8 a meal. In Singapore, it's even cheaper. You can get away with like $5 or under. Same here. We're trying almost all of those in New York. Oh wow, a Mexican. Oh my god, I think I remember the episode with the Mexican one. Mole. Asian one from David Chang. Ice cream one. I'm so jealous, Safia. I think one of Guillaume's dreams is to go back to New York, but this time with more money in his pocket, and just have some like really nice restaurants. We thought about going to New York on our Canada trip, but it's just too rushed. Wow, all the ones in New York, eh? When did you guys go to New York? Okay, I got away with maybe $30, but the fancier plate I went to was 42 with a drink. Wow, 30 is really good. And fish skin. Yeah, I guess because I worked in Admiralty, so the cheapest lunch I could find was 40 HKD, which back then to me was still like a little bit pricey, but to be honest, it's even cheaper than Canada now. So. Yeah. Admiralty is. Because right next to Central. And it's also because everybody there is usually in finance, which is why the food there is so expensive. But I'm not working in finance, I'm poor. So I could just eat things that were like $40. I feared going there in Central during rush hour. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it wasn't that bad. I think it took me door to door like 50 minutes, which I think in Europe that's quite long, but for me, up to an hour is actually quite normal. And before Admiralty, I worked and lived in Kennedy Town. And Kennedy Town was a really different vibe. It's not, I mean, you have the tall buildings and stuff, but it's got like a really chill, laid back, like aesthetic, cafe scene kind of vibe. Having the 20 or so exits is hilarious. I took a yeah. Yeah, and going from like one exit to the other, if you take the wrong one, you have to walk so far. Kennedy Town is so chill. Trans make it cool too. Yeah, I loved Kennedy Town, but it was also quite expensive to live there. We lived like just 2 steps away from where that famous Arabica on the corner is in Kennedy Town. So thanks to this, we got to try it a few times when there was like a small or no queue. But otherwise, it gets busy. It's very cute though, Kennedy Town. Has anybody been to Tuscany? And have you tried that steak restaurant? I forgot the name, but they were just showing it on the TV. Oh, what is it? It's the famous one. I think he was maybe also on Chef's Table. What is his name? Give me a second. I actually, before we canceled we canceled our idea of going on honeymoon to Italy, I made a reservation at this restaurant like months in advance, and then I was so sad I had to cancel it because we changed our destination. What is it called? Dario, the chef? Yeah, it's the Italian guy who he's a butcher. He's raising the cows and he has a restaurant. What's his name? Oh, I forgot the name of the restaurant. Okay, I just give up. But he's like very famous for making his Florentine steak, I think. I did the tram from one side to the other side. It was fun, but then I realized why people got off 3 stops. And then it was closer to the map. Yeah. When you and Guillaume come over. Oh, yes. I think I showed Guillaume your stories of the Devonshire pub. I really want to go. Never been, but would love to. Have you done any city in Italy already? No, we haven't. We only drove through it coming back from Switzerland. And I really want to go because we're quite close now. But we have a couple of other places we have to travel to for like weddings and stuff. So I think we're gonna have to put Italy on the back burner for now, sadly. And it's so sad because it's so close to us. It's right there. It's like maybe 1 hour drive away. But yeah, Tuscany is at the top of my list. Though, you know, the coastal cities are also very nice. Sicily, Sardinia as well. But Tuscany, I just love that. Like, I love places that feel very rustic. Where would you guys go? But you chose a better destination though. Yes, I mean, Japan it's at the top of my list. And still at the top of my list to go back to as well. So, hi! Hello, new viewer. Sorry, I finished making my salmon bowl already. So now I'm just eating and catching up with friends, and I'm watching Jamie Oliver in Tuscany. I'm not a huge meat eater, but when you have like a good piece of meat, like good quality, and it's like the main character, I like to say, as in it's not like just part of a dish, it's like the main character of the dish. Yeah, that's when I like to eat meat. Yeah, Italy is so close to you. You can do a day trip. I know I should. I've thought about just going to like a border town or city and then just doing a grocery haul. I'm mostly there for the food, right? So, but I think to get to the grocery store, like it's not right by a train station. You have to again take a bus or Uber or whatever it is. And then if I have all my groceries with me, it's a bit annoying. So I'm just gonna wait for Guillaume. We went to Venice and Rome and loved both of them. Beautiful places. Amazing food, just go off season. That's partly what we're scared of as well, because everybody wants to go to Italy. So now it's like so crowded. And when we were searching to go there for our honeymoon, I think we started checking in April to go in, I think it was September. And already by then, like everything was booked out. Things that were available were not very nice and crazy expensive. That's why we changed plans to go somewhere else. Venice and Rome would be so nice. Oh, I would love to eat in Rome. When are you both coming to visit us? I would love to. There's so many places I want to visit. And Yumi goes to London. I mean, he used to go to London quite often for work. Now a little bit less. But he's already been back, I think, like twice since he started the new job. And yeah, we're trying to save some money, and we already have quite a few trips planned because again, like the weddings and birthdays and stuff. And then to Canada to visit my family. Yeah, but I really like to go back to London. I don't particularly love cities, but I have quite a few restaurants I want to try in London, including the Devonshire. But our friends Safia and Greg were in the chat, and they also stream. They love going to London as well, and they go back quite often. I'm pretty satisfied with my dinner. Very healthy. Salmon overcooked thanks to my microwave, because I don't have an oven right now. I'm very sad. So yeah, it's a little bit what's the word for this? Like a little bit rough in texture. It's not very nice, but it's alright. It's healthy and light. Jonathan, I'm gonna throw the question back at you guys. When are you gonna come back to Nice to visit us? Because now it's summer. Oh, but then you guys have the wedding coming up in August. So. Oh yeah, sorry, we can't join you guys. And thanks for the invitation. We are actually, I think, flying back on the 9th of August. So it's like we miss you. We miss you by a day or two. We got a wedding first. Yeah, I understand. I don't even want to think about the wedding preparation because even now that I'm thinking back to it, it's still stressing me out. So. When are you guys planning to go on the honeymoon? I think I forgot to ask. Are you still planning to go to Japan and Korea? And have you booked anything for that yet? I think in this year, Japan changed a bit of rules for tourists. Like with the duty-free shopping and like hotel taxes and stuff, so be sure to check that as well. He's making a slow-cooked wild boar on top of, I think, mashed potato or polenta, and it's going to be topped with truffle. I love like a hearty, comforting dish like that. I have not tried wild boar yet in France, but I know there's a lot of wild boar like saucisson and stuff, and I haven't seen it either on sale at the grocery store. I don't even know how you can get it. But we will be back early 2026 to be frank, but not 100% decided yet. We need to do one country instead. Skincare versus anime? Oh. I was trying to think back because the chat is lagging, but the chat and video. I finished my salad. To be honest, it's not bad, but it was such a big salad that I got tired of it like halfway through. But I'm not really full, but satisfied. I'm trying to eat until I'm maybe 80% full, which is what I used to do. And then at some point I just started to eat like until I'm 100% full and going to sleep like feeling very heavy and bloated. So I'm trying to be a little bit healthier and more conscious about how much I eat now. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna pop off because I kind of want to just get to cleaning. But thank you guys so much for joining me, and enjoy your dinner if you haven't had dinner yet, and hope we can catch up soon. And if anybody else is here, thank you for joining. Enjoy your roast duck. Bye guys.